Hello. I haven't uploaded in a while, but yeah, I've got plenty of tech trees to show you. So, we start off from VK3001D, and there starts the first line, the auto-loading snipers. Yeah, auto-loading snipers, because we need more autoloaders and more snipers in the game to prevent people from actually playing it. Anyway, at tier 7 we have PPS 101. It actually was one of the concepts that was before the Indian Panzer. It was like an Indian Panzer with like 3-ton fighter and with one less crew member. And it was supposed to get either a 90mm, which would probably be the stock gun, and an auto-loading 88. The auto-loading 88 would get like only 220 alpha damage because, I don't know, I don't want it to make it too strong. And to make the line consistent, because the next tier would have actually even less damage per shot. There's something around that. Here are the stats that I propose. And let's go further. At tier 8 we have Bulwark RR EP1. It doesn't even look like a medium tech at this point. But that's just the thing about these mediums that I will implement. I mean, I wish they were in the game. As you can see, the chassis is kinda weird. It seems like the wheels could tilt and you could take off the tracks to go. But it won't be in the game, it just would be an oscillating turret with this silly little hole. The gun is 76mm. It would hit for like probably 170 damage as usual for the high tier 76s. The clip would be bigger than from the previous one. Yeah, so it would basically be like somewhat of a sniper, but like more of a flanker than a leopard. It also still would be kinda, you know, versatile. But since it's an autoloader, you want to use that advantage. Just want to get on someone's back real quick. At tier 9 we have Term 3. Now actually Term 3 is kinda superior to Leopard. It has minimally worse armor. Yet at the same time, it has got an actual autoloader with an oscillating turret and a 20mm autocannon. It doesn't exactly work in World of Tanks anyway, and the gun would have to be like turned down a little so that there isn't this much big of difference between the previous vehicle and the current vehicle. It would be kinda weird to go from 170 alpha, 390 for instance, so we could give it like only 320. We could still keep the shell loadout to make 2 a PCR, and yeah, so it would present as I propose here. Yeah, well, I think that would be an interesting addition to the game, although it's just another sniper tank to be honest. At tier 10 we have Blumenvoss PNS. Now, this one looks kinda modern, and to be honest, it reminds me a lot of the HWK30 and RU251. But it actually is like a medium, supposedly. It uses 105mm with an autoloader, same as previously, and still it doesn't probably have any armor whatsoever. But yeah, it kinda looks fancy. I think it would be cool. I mean, sometimes fancy tanks make the role, but it's kinda weird when you see like fancy looking heavy tank like Rhinoceronte. It doesn't really fit the game. Alright, for the line to the Leopard, the only change is that the Indian Panzer would be replaced with Porsche Concept 1957. It looks flatter, it probably would have less armor, so you can't bait anymore with the front side when you pick an enemy from behind the wall. And probably the gun layout would be similar, or maybe better. Maybe give it a 105 with 320. I don't know. It's literally just a drawing, dude. You can kind of make up stuff. The connection between Indian Panzer and the Leopard is that Indian Panzer was like the exploit for the German military to actually make tanks, because they were forbidden, if I'm correct, up to this day. I mean, not up to this day, like 50s. They couldn't design tanks. They could design tanks for foreign nations. So basing off the Indian Panzer, the requirements from the Indian army, they designed their Porsche Concept 1957. This vehicle kinda led to the further development of the Leopard tank. Hence, the Indian Panzer is in the tech tree for the Leopard. Kinda interesting, to be honest. That's why I would replace it with Porsche Concept. But why would they do it in the first place? I'll explain in like some future video, but you probably can guess what that means. Alright, from the tier 6 we again split into the TH200. TH200, like wheeled medium, kind of SP1C, imagine it as a medium on wheel. At tier 8 we have TH400, kinda looks like an actual medium right now. To be honest, I really like how it looks. I want that in my game. Like, imagine a GSOR 1010, but for Germans. Tier 9 we have RKW90. Now it has got a turret, it has got Leopard's one gun, so it would have, of course, to be nerfed. So it doesn't outperform the Leopard, of course. And at tier 10 we have Radkampfwagen 90. This vehicle also misleads with its name, because it's, again, not a 90, it's 105. Like a Leopard turret sticking to a car. Like drive-buying and stuff, you know? Too much you mean, too much you mean. And these vehicles would have probably better aim time than the normal sniper line. Somewhat of equal accuracy, but worse DPM and penetration. So I guess that's it, and I'm just gonna ask you to leave your opinion, and see you!